Welcome back to my whiskey pick of the week. You know I'm Eric the Whiskey Guy, and as always, as usual, and as advertised. Oh, am I bringing you a treat this week? And this week is definitely no different. Now, last week I was so impressed with the nearest green Tennessee whiskey, the 84 proof. I was like, you know what? Let me ride this under 90 proof little wave out. So this week we're gonna be trying some straight Kentucky bourbon, proof around 88. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the center stave, and I'm excited to see if it's as good as advertised. So we gonna dive right into it. Now, just to give you a little bit of history on this bottle. Ooh, got a nice pop to it. You know, recently I like to let my bottles breathe a little bit, but just to give you a little bit of history on it, this one is made by the Green River Distillery. They don't really have too much information on them, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that they're probably fairly new. As I've done in other videos, the Green River, the distillery, has been off and on since the 1800s. They just pretty much rebuilt themselves within the last 10 years. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they have actually been acquired by another distillery. So right now it's kind of hit or miss if they're gonna disclose information on them. So I'm gonna say that this is probably within the last 5 years. I haven't really heard too many people actually talking about it because I think you just can't find it anywhere. I went to Total Wine and got it, and I remember that it was 88 proof. Now, a couple weeks back, that was probably one of the reasons why I didn't get it. But then after tasting the Tennessee whiskey 84 proof, I was like, you know what? Let me revisit, because I kind of had like a little stigma. Anything under 90 proof was pretty much, especially a bourbon and a straight Kentucky bourbon, was pretty much a no-go on my list. But when you're testing out new waters, you gotta kind of keep an open mind with it. You kind of just gotta go in and try it, because you never know what you're gonna get. There's always a gem in the sea. So we're gonna see if this is pretty much one of them. This one, is finished in a wine cask. So the stage itself is pretty much wood that goes around the barrel. It's part of the barrel process. It's the planks that you put in it to make the barrels. So I can tell already that they are really heavy on the barrels, on the whole procedures, from the flavors that you get out of it to the smells. So they're pretty big on that. That's pretty much their whole campaign when it comes to their bourbons. So we're gonna see if it's smooth, if it's a little harsh. There's only one way to find out. You can actually smell the little wine residue, probably from the barrels in the bourbon. It kind of has a oddly unique smell to it. That's pretty smooth. I'm starting to become a believer in some of these under 90 proofs. That's pretty good. It goes down real smooth, and then right when it's almost down, then you get that bourbon at the bottom. It's like a train, and you got smooth. And then right when you think it's over, bam, here come the bourbon. You get that burn sensation. So that's pretty much. I'm right now. That's kind of like a little. That's like a little spot for me right now. Now next week that could change. Next week I might be on rise. Next week I might be on foolproof. I might be on 117. So I definitely wanted to try it while it was still in my mind, and I'm kind of glad that I did. This is very smooth. and it's in the, I believe it's in the $35-$40 range. So it doesn't hit your wallet. This is one that if you want to just sip it straight like this will be perfect. Obviously, if you want to add a little bit of water to it, ice, even a little ginger ale or a splash of Coke, put it in a flask. You can sip on it. This is definitely a sipper bourbon. So I would give this. I give this a good 7.5. It's a good 7.5. I like the wine cast all about it. So I'm thinking that it's probably been aged for 4 years and then probably additional year in the extra barrel that they put it in, the wine barrel. So as of now, it definitely lives up to its name. It's one of the, I'm kind of impressed because when it comes to Green River, you got Green River right here. You think everything else is right here, but they starting to come up with some decent quality bourbons, and I was kind of surprised on that, but I'm becoming a believer. So this is my pick of the week. We're gonna do it all again.